day 2 of competition here in Peru. We're at Punta Hermosa, and the under-18 men are going to run through today, and also the under-18 women. It's going to be great surf over there at Senoritas for the men, and over on the right hand at Caballeros for the women. This is a really important day for us because our chances for gold really rest on the shoulders of some of our best women, so we're looking for some good results out here.
I felt good, you know, I had a little nerves, but it feels good to just get the first heat out of the way and move forward in the contest and get ready for my next heat. It was kind of a wave-starved heat, and I was just waiting out there, and then all of a sudden, it's like hard to see sets, and all of a sudden one wave just popped up, and I was like, all right, I'm getting on this thing, and I just got on it and ended up having a good wall to it, and I just kind of surfed it, not excellent, but just surfed it well enough to get a high 6, so I was psyched on that. It feels so good, like just looking in and seeing like a big crowd like supporting and clapping, so it's really nice that we have that.
Today was the first day of the girls rounds, and I watched a couple of heats. I watched Kalia and Nikki first.
Today we have the under-18 women out here at Caballeros. First up, we've got Kalia Doherty. Kalia has surfed here. She was here last October surfing in the ISA Open here in Hermosa. So she's very comfortable at this break.
At first I was kind of shaky, just getting the nerves out. A few waves I didn't make the connection, so didn't get good scores on that. But finally I got the hang of it and just trying to catch the good ones that have a wall, so that happened for me in the end. I got first, so hopefully I get a pretty good seeded heat next round and do good in that one. Nikki surfed after me and she got second place. She killed it. She got one wave all the way from deep and made it to the inside. Super excited and nervous at the same time because I wanted to do well. I ended up placing second. I got a 7 and a lower backup score. I was kind of bummed about that because I want to do really well for the team. After my heat, Quincy was the next girl to surf. My heat, there's a bunch of waves in it, and me and another girl from Japan kept going, went back and forth, and I think she had a 2 8s maybe. I had a 7 and an 8, so she ended up winning. My 8 was actually, I think it was my last wave, but it wasn't enough to get first, but it was kind of an inside wave, and I just rode it all the way in, and I think I got an 8.1, I'm not sure.
Up next, we've got Lakey Peterson. She's the last of our 4 women surfers that's going to hit the water. The waves are actually still pretty good.
When you're sitting out the back and you see out behind Senoritas the big wave, the peak out the back stand up, that indicates that there's a set coming, okay? So what you do is when you're sitting out there, you're not just looking local, you're looking far away and seeing, oh wow, look, out the back of Pico Alto, you can see a set starting, so that you know in about 3 minutes there will be a set here.
I think it was my second or first wave, my best score. It was like an 8 or something, but yeah, I don't know. I guess they were just scoring really for the longer ride and connecting to that little inside on the right. But yeah, I think I just did a few turns and I don't know, the first round's always just kind of a warm-up round, and yeah, it felt good.
We have a lot of team support this year. All the boys are going down and watching the girls heat, being our cheerleaders, so it's kind of cool that way.
Today we're all really supportive, and I think that's really important, just to stay kind of bonding and rooting for each other, because that's kind of half the battle. So hopefully we continue like that, and everyone's just been really nice to each other, and it's been great. So yeah, it's fun.
I think supporting each other is huge at these events. I mean, if every other team's doing it, and I think I actually like it. It's, you know, someone's rooting for you on the beach.
It's just an awesome feeling, the whole team supporting you, just backing you up, congratulating you when you do well, and it's just a great feeling.
Yeah, I was the first heat of the second round. I don't really like being the first heat of the new round. I want to start off the team strong in the round, but I ended up winning my heat. It's pretty tricky out there today. I had a high tide heat, so it was pretty mushy and not too much wall in the waves. So yeah, I just made sure I got on the sets with the most wall.
We started off with Derek today at the left, and he did really good, kind of set the pace for the day, won his heat, and then I kind of went out after him and got a couple fun waves and won as well. Right when the heat started, a set came, and I got one kind of all the way down the point, so it's probably the best I've ever gotten since I've been here, so pretty stoked.
That's from that outside deep peak.
Yeah.
And you just move down a little bit, you get a little bit wider, and then I think it's a 9, easy. Come down, you just loose right on that piece, and it will reform. Boom, and again.
Today I surfed my second round heat in the qualifying round and went all right. Luckily I got a quick start and got my best out of the heat, 6.33. And then after that, I pretty much didn't get another good wave. It was pretty low tide for my heat, and there wasn't a ton of good sets. Like another kid got like kind of another good wave from me, and then one good set came, and I kind of was just like went into 2 weird peaks, and I got like a 3.8 on it. It was kind of a closeout. So after my first wave, it was a pretty slow heat, but luckily no one else really did a whole lot, so it was enough to make it through.
I surfed last for the USA surf team, and kind of had a hard heat. Every heat before was pumping with waves, and so I just paddled out the back. Ian and I had a full plan. I was just going to sit out the back and wait for a good one, and then I swear we went on hold for like 2 minutes, and I was just waiting, and then a set came through while we were on hold, and then I kind of got the last wave of the set right as our heat started, and I only got like a 3 something, and then I kind of waited a little bit too long. Should have went in the inside, but ended up making it, so I was stoked with that.
No, the day overall went super good for the USA team. We all made it through our heats, and yeah, I think tomorrow the waves are supposed to be even a little bit smaller, so that's going to be interesting. But I don't know, we're all feeling good, and the days to come, I think there's a pretty big swell coming in, so hopefully it doesn't get too big to where it's kind of washing through. Hopefully it stays manageable, but just taking it day by day, and I think we'll do good.